Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Derek's Football Corner. And as the famous saying goes, the final whistle is only the very beginning. Yep, the World Cup has finally started. Exciting times for all football lovers, and not only football lovers. I mean, these are exciting times for everyone because this is an event that will bring the whole world together. So, regardless of whether you're an avid soccer fan or whichever one you are, is just something that would actually pique your interest. And you notice most trends, everything that will be going on, will be centered around the World Cup. So brace up, and I'll be here with you every step of the way. I might not cover really all the matches, but I'll try and cover the most important matches as much as I can. So like I said, the World Cup has started. The opening ceremony was quite flashy, and I must say, it was a very great atmosphere. The stadium was full to capacity. Well, maybe because of the host nation. So we'll see how other games go. Or I presume though, like with big nations, that the stadiums will be filled up to capacity. So now we'll talk about the game itself: Mexico versus South Africa. It was actually a game of red cards. I mean, three red cards in an opening game. That was quite interesting. Something we've actually hardly seen before, and I'll leave it out there. I'll leave it open. It's up for debate whether you let me believe the referee was right at the end of the day on all three red cards. I know the last one was the referee. The first one was the referee. The second one went to VAR, while the third one also was the referee. So, but I think on both counts, like the first and the third one, I believe from my what I could see so far, I believe that they were right. But the second one could be quite questionable. Um, did South Africa do enough? I really don't think so on the balance of play. I think Mexico were actually the better side, but of course that's to be expected. With the host nation, with the energy from the crowd. I mean, the stadium was filled to the brim. And so it was really like quite lively and was in atmosphere. Now going back to the game itself, I believe Mexico actually, on the balance of play, Mexico actually did deserve to win it. They played quite well, and the goal scorer Quinones, the guy that scored the first goal. I think that's someone to. I know it's early days, but it's someone we can look out for because what I'll be doing a lot in my analysis, I'll be picking out players that I believe in every game that give minimum an 8/10 performance. But over the course of three games, then I'll label them a star. But if it's just one game, then it's too early to tell. But on this game itself, Quinones, the goal scorer, the guy that scored the first goal, gave a pretty good account of himself. Then I actually noticed another guy, Gutierrez. He actually didn't play badly too. I believe he also did quite well before he was substituted. So on the Mexico part, those are the two players I believe we'll look out for over the course of the tournament. Let's see how they perform in the second game. If they actually give the same level of performance, then we can pencil them down as, oh, these might be stars to look out for. Then, of course, what can I say about Raul Jimenez? I mean, he's been there. He's been there, done. He's been there, done that. He's been around for quite a while. So his performance really, I won't really call it a surprise, but he did score a very good goal. And I noticed how he was actually helping play, supporting others, dropping deep to allow runners going behind him. So that was actually not bad, not bad at all. So he actually did perform well, but he's been around, the block. So that's pretty much expected, So, but the balance of play really wasn't a bad game. I wouldn't say it was too quite exciting because once the first red card, and before that point, South Africa were actually really doing a lot. They weren't offering much. Then once they went down to 10 men, I believe that just killed the game as a spectacle kind of. Mexico had the upper hand, and in fact, I'm even surprised they didn't go ahead and run up the scores because if I were in most Mexico's shoes, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll go ahead and I'll run up the scores, score as many goals as I can, because you never know down the line, your goal difference might actually be quite important, might actually come into play at the end of the day. So whenever you have an advantage, I will always believe go on, hit the nail, press on, and get as many goals as you can. Then other than that, really, like I said, after the red card, the balance of play just kind of like tilted towards Mexico. So really nothing much for South Africa to do, even though they were not even offering much before it even got to that point at the first place. So I think great atmosphere, great fans. I mean, the opening game, so that's much expected. So, but we just hope that the tournament progresses, we'll get a lot more excitement. Um, Incidents in matches that will put us on the edge of our seat. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I mean, I always welcome your comment, but like I said, I'm going to leave it open out there. Did you think the referee was right on all the three red cards? For me personally, I believe the first one and the third one, no debate, but the second one could be quite a little bit questionable. But let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts. But at the end of the day, it was a game of red cards. I think the red cards, if you're going to give an analysis of this match, I believe the red cards carried the day. But the final score was 2-0, three red cards for an opening game. That's quite interesting. It's not something we see, or it's not something we are really accustomed to. But fingers crossed. I mean, World Cup, that's the thing with football. Why I actually love football very much is football is a game of surprises. You can never predict correctly, no matter how good you are, because there'll always be a surprise. So I'll leave the floor open. Let me know if what you think. Was the referee right on the three red cards? And anyway, if you actually share the same opinion or the same view like I do, I feel the second one could go either way. Yes, he did leave his hands, but I don't know. I can really say. But I'll leave it open. So just let me know what you guys think if you feel the referee was right on all counts. And yep, so that was it for Mexico and versus South Africa. Fingers crossed, we have a lot more other games to look forward to. And I'm hoping that this World Cup will bring up a lot of exciting moments and a lot of excitement. So come with me, join me in my football corner. Let's enjoy the ride together. And now keep it interesting. Comments are always welcome, and I'm going to throw it out there. So for this on this particular game, when I'm asking you guys, do you think the referee was right on the three red cards, and if you have any misgivings about anyone? Remember, like I always say, the final whistle is always is only the beginning. So please join me in Derek's football corner, and let's enjoy the World Cup together.